Didn't see you there. Well, this is kind of awkward. My shirt's slipping. Let me get changed real quick and I'll be right back. Yeah, it's me. And yeah, I'm a CLG fan. It's tough. But, you know, LCS isn't that bad overall. Especially this year. Although the import rules thing is scary. Man. General thoughts on CLG. They're not doing too hot. However, they just got their full roster, and yeah, I'm excited to see POB back. He looks pretty good. They almost took down 100 Thieves today, so at least at the time of recording. I think by summer they'll turn it around a little bit better. Be in the top 5 probably. But let's just hope for the rest of the season that they continue to improve and we see them hopefully start winning some stuff. Yeah, closing games out. Man, that would be nice. Golden Guardians has been a real shock-ish. They don't look too bad, although honestly I wish Niles was performing a bit better. I can't really say that I expected any more. He is jumping straight from collegiate. Although Iconic looks good. His recent few games have slacked a little bit in, agency and adaptability, but overall, GGS, above expectations. I mean, they've won a few games. Took one off CLG. Took the other off CLG. Pretty sure. Yeah. Let's go GGS! FlyQuest is... Man, I am really torn. On the one hand, when all their cogs are in a line and all their ducks are in a row, they look pretty good. Licorice is pretty strong. Palafox isn't making too many mistakes. Diamond looks pretty good, but oh yeah, and Jose Diodo. Who can forget the Jose Diodo? The man, the myth, the legend. But it seems to me that there is a lot of, I don't want to say indecisiveness from game to game. They're definitely not as bad as CLG when it comes to slowing, closing games out, basically. But there's a lot of plays where they'll just drag out fights. They'll take random picks. They'll get picked off randomly. And it's really those small mistakes that accumulate over time, even if sometimes they're able to follow their strategy all the way through. I don't know. I don't see them moving up too far in the standings. Maybe they get to 5th or 6th or 4th at most. But I think 6th and 7th is where they're going to stay. Immortals. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to their games. They're kind of boring, but the games that I have seen, Sandy looks pretty good. I don't really know what's stopping them from closing out games. Their early game isn't too good. It's not too bad. Sometimes they can get a lead, but yeah, I don't have high hopes for this team either. Although better prospective than FlyQuest for sure, but I think their ceiling is actually lower than even CLG's. So take that for what you will. What I think of Team Liquid, what I really think about Team Liquid is that I think it really was just burnout. Yeah. I think Tactical was right on the money. I think it was okay to trust his wording there. That I don't think there's really anything wrong with TL, but you know, with the lock-in and more condensed schedule of this LCS season, it's understandable that a rookie like him could get burnt out even after just a year or even a few weeks of play. I think they'll be fine. I think they're definitely gonna re-roll. Sure, they kind of fucked up when it came to TSM's game. That last fight at the end kind of screwed them over, obviously, because they made them lose the game. But you know, I don't think that they're going to diminish in standing anymore. I think they can even beat Cloud9, or if that game was played again, I think they've got that game, to be honest. I hope I'm right. I think EG is a little bit worse than their record shows, or at least the record compared to the rest of the league. I suppose I should say that their standing looks worse. Their standing looks better than I think they are. They're 5th right now, ahead of Team Liquid, and I think that, at least from what we've seen, isn't the case. Especially when you compare the teams above them. Team Liquid, well, they're not there right now, but Team Liquid, TSM, Dig, 100 Thieves, Cloud9. I think EG's gonna definitely compete for that 4th place spot, whether that's against TSM or Team Liquid, but yeah, I think they're a little bit worse than what their record shows compared to the other 5 teams I mentioned. Or if CLG just has to turn around. Ugh. When the fuck did it get so bright? I think the 100 Thieves game today, or at least at the time that this is being recorded, against CLG was not a fluke. I don't think this game was like last week where they really stumbled in draft. I mean, this is a new patch, so we weren't really expecting... We didn't know what we were expecting, actually. But I think 100 Thieves played actually very well in that CLG game. I'm going to keep mentioning CLG. Oh my gosh. I'm just their fan. 100 Thieves definitely still top 4 team. Yeah, that's about it. DeMonte looked great, by the way. He just looked excellent this past game. FBI, who he's still stomping. There's not really much to say on 100 Thieves front. Dignitas! My American brothers! Dardok! 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 The moo! The moo! The moo! Neo! Neo! Soligo. Fake God! Fake God! Fake God! Yeah. Overall, no imports. And they're doing fine. They're doing fine. They're doing great. Take note. Other orgs, please. Just get a good roster. It's not that hard. Well, I wouldn't say it's not that hard, but, you know, to say that our talent is, you know, just worse, that's fine. But to say that there's no talent, ugh. Especially when Soligo and Fake God were ousted for being worse than the imports. Solo Go, worse than Ryu. Fake God, worse than Someday. And in some respects, that's probably true. As an overall player, Fake God is probably worse than Someday. But, as a team member, at the moment, the value of being able to communicate effectively as well as work with the rest of the team completely is really showing. No trash on some days, just Fake God looking fine. Solo Go looking fine. Solo Go looking better than Perks on Yone. Let's go Dig. Man, if Dig is the first North American team to win Worlds, I'll be happy. Never thought I'd say those words. Where to even begin? TSM. They look fine. They look pretty good. They're definitely getting better, but they are still managing to look off. Like, they're getting these wins in such weird ways. I can't be confident that they're going to do too hot in playoffs with best of fives. Sure, they look good now in these best of ones, but clinching those wins off of those really 50-50 fights and relying on Spica to smite steal the Baron over and over again. Yeah, it's kind of like last year where, although it's better than last year, it's kind of like last year where even though they looked good and they won, the way that they were doing it the whole time didn't give us any confidence in them at Worlds. But anyways, yeah, they are second, so, and they got those dubs. Those dubs are all that matters. No, it's not. I mean, the way that you kill the Nexus is also important for killing future Nexuses, so. Although you're looking cleaner, clean up even more, please. Cloud9. I mean, they look fantastic. The occasional drop to EG and almost CLG. I'd say those were flukes. Just because, I mean, they just look so much better the majority of the time than every other team. Sure, you could chalk that up to Perks being here, or Sven Vulcan being still a really powerful bot lane. But as a team, they look great. And no flame to fudge, but yes, he's the weakest link. And just to honor him a little bit, this is his first LCS season, and he looks fine. He looks pretty good, actually. Those early games from lock-in and early in the season are kind of becoming the background of his overall play. And I really hope that that continues. I think that will continue. He's looking good. Stop dogging on him. Goddamn. And those were the shitty opinions of an unbiased, definitely unbiased puppet about the LCS teams at the state of week 4 in 2021. String split. Bitch.